96, 97.3 Citi FM. It doesn't get any better than that. Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Citi News.
It's 17:30 GMT. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. I am Omar Rusanda Amadu. Tonight, I'm here with
Melody Fafa Botufe.
And coming up over the next 90 minutes, President John Dramani Mahama releases 998 prisoners as part of an amnesty under the president's prerogative of mercy. Meanwhile, the president, who has traveled out of the country, stands accused by a member of parliament on the MPP side of flying by private jet despite his party's position on this issue when President Akufo-Addo at the time flew same. And still on Eyewitness News, nearly a week after his arrest, NPP social media activist Sir Obama Mpokwasi gains his freedom. We'll be hearing from him. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. And in business,
Security and Exchange Commission busts 4 individuals over investment fraud in northern region.
That's in 50 minutes from the Citi Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a host of affiliate stations. In Jirapa, we are on 96.1 FM, that's Jirapa. We are in Wa on Tungsung 97.3 FM. We are in Garu on Quality 88.7 FM. We are in Bimbila on Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. We are in Hohwe on VOV Radio 95.7. We are in Tajevu on Revival 99.3 FM. We are in Kumasi on Orange 107.9 FM. We are in Kumasi as well on Focus 94.3 FM. We are in Sunyani on Greener 95.9 FM. In Takrady, we are on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM. You can also join us by tuning to, or logging onto YouTube or Facebook and looking for Citi FM. And you can send messages to to the show via WhatsApp 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. Fafa has our first story.
President John Dramani Mahama has directed that flags across all public buildings are to return to full mast following the conclusion of state funeral rites for the 8 victims of the August 6 helicopter crash. In a statement issued by the Minister for Government Communications, Vice President Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman and the government extended appreciation to Ghanaians, traditional leaders, clergy, Muslim clerics, the diplomatic community, civil society, and all institutions and individuals who provided support and comfort in the aftermath of the tragedy. They also commended corporate bodies and emergency teams whose efforts contributed to a dignified burial befitting the memory of the departed. The presidency is urging citizens to remain united, continue praying for the bereaved families, and refocus on the task of rebuilding the country.
This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. So this is related to the helicopter crash which happened 2 weeks ago. The funeral has since been held over the weekend, actually on Friday. All persons who were on that flight have been laid to rest. And so that is essentially the reason for the new presidential directive on flags flying at half-mast or otherwise. Now the directive is clear. That flags can now fly at full mast following the earlier announcement by the government for the flags to fly at half mast. Now there's another communication we are receiving from the presidency, and it has to do with the president under the prerogative of mercy issuing some directive and pardoning some persons. We are told as many as 998 prisoners across the country have been granted amnesty, which means they have been pardoned and they will be coming out of prison. This is following the recommendation of the prison service by the Prison Service Council in consultation with the Council of State and in accordance with Article 72(1) of the 1992 Constitution, the presidential spokesperson and Minister of Government Communication, Felix Kwakye-Ofosu, confirmed the decision in a statement. The decision forms part of the president's constitutional mandate to exercise the prerogative of mercy in deserving cases. A total of 1,014 inmates were recommended for amnesty, out of which 998 were approved. So if you look at the Constitution, Article 72, says the President may, acting in consultation with the Council of State, grant to a person convicted of an offense a pardon, either free or subject to lawful conditions, or grant to a person a respite, either indefinite or for a specified period, from the execution of punishment imposed on him for an offense, or substitute a less severe form of punishment imposed on a person, or of a penalty of forfeiture otherwise due to government on account on any offense. Where a person is sentenced to death for an offense, a written report of the case from the trial judge or judges, together with such other information derived from the record of the case or elsewhere as may be necessary, shall be submitted to the President. For the avoidance of doubt, it is hereby declared that the reference to this in this article to a conviction or the imposition of a punishment, penalty, sentence, or forfeiture includes a conviction or the imposition of a punishment, penalty, sentence, or forfeiture by court martial or other military tribunal. So that's the power under which the President came. Let's now hear from the presidency on details of that particular statement that was issued. So, Fafa, share with us the category of persons who have been granted amnesty.
So, we have 7 categories, and for the very first one, first-time offenders, it has about 787 persons being granted amnesty. The second category of the people, death sentence to be commuted to life imprisonment, we have 87 persons, and also we have 51 persons for life sentences to be commuted to 20 years definite term. The fourth category, seriously ill persons, and we have about 33 people exactly. And for the fifth category, over 70 years irrespective of offense, for that category we have 36 people. We have two persons for the nursing mothers category, and also 2 other persons for the petitions category.
This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. I am Omaru Sandamadi here with Fafa Melody Potufe.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Now, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, is currently out of the jurisdiction. He's traveled, we are told, to some 2 countries. Let me read for you a statement, because this is generating some controversy. A statement issued by Felix Kwakye-Ofosu, his Minister of State in charge of Government Communication and Member of Parliament. The statement said, the President John Dramani Mahama, Vice President Nana, actually no, that's not what I'm supposed to be reading. There's a different statement that I'm trying to get. Yes, okay, got it here. It says that President John Dramani Mahama will undertake an official 2-country visit to Japan and Singapore aimed at deepening bilateral relations, expanding trade investment link, and advancing cooperation on shared development priorities. In Japan, the President will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, where he will make a presentation at a plenary session on the economy, promoting trade and investment. So it's a one-page statement. Felix Kwakye-Ofosu is the one who issued it. He's Minister for Government Communication. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you very much.
Before I talk to you about the President's trip, I want to know these 998 prisoners that have been released. Can you share more with us? I know that the President under the Constitution has the liberty to do that, but perhaps was informing this decision at this time?
Well, I think that the press statement is self-explanatory. It is a pretty straightforward issue. There are people who are in prison who have been there for quite some time. Some of them are first-time offenders. Others are critically ill. There are some who are elderly and aged, and therefore clearly are not in a position to be serving sentences. There are nursing mothers, and there are some too whose cases have been the subject of petitions to the president to show mercy in their case. So these are the things that form the basis for the compilation of the list of persons to be granted amnesty.
Your statement doesn't include a list of names, but are there notable names on there that you could share with us?
Well, normally it is the prison service that would submit the list for consideration and give a justification for each. So if they are minded, they can't release the list. But as you can imagine, almost 1,000 names will be a bit unwieldy to publish. But as I speak, I am not aware of the specific names in question. That is something that the prison service can, as it were, make public.
Any assurance that this is not political, i.e., you are not trying to free people who belong to your party who may have been in custody? Because, of course, in the coming, these are conversations that will come up.
No, not at all. As we are aware, there's a routine activity that is done almost every year by the president. But it's an activity that is often done as part of the Republic Day commemoration. But there's no political consideration. It is purely based on merit, as is canvassed by the Prisons Service Council. And as the statement rightly makes in its opening paragraph, it is the Prison Service Council that makes the recommendation, because they are the ones who superintend the individuals who are in their various prisons and are in a position to tell who has been of good behavior and whose condition needs to be considered for such amnesty.
Okay, now basically before Akufo-Addo left office as president, we saw a statement suggesting he had pardoned some persons, including the CEO of the defunct Capital Bank. The government at the time came out to debunk that particular claim. Is it something that you inherited as a government that you are continuing with, considering that it's a prison service that made the request to you, or this is a fresh list, not necessarily connected
the
to...
Statement is pretty, the statement is pretty clear. That is a recommendation made by the Prison Service Council. So there's nothing like inheriting any list.
Oh, okay. The earlier statement I was reading before you joined us had to do with the president traveling to Japan and Singapore. Can you shed more light on it, about this travel, what we seek to gain as a country with this trip?
Well, again, that statement is also quite pretty straightforward. You know about the TICAD conferences that are held annually by the Japanese government. It is a conference that the Japanese government convenes to discuss African development and what role the Japanese government can play to facilitate that. And it is attended by quite a number of African heads of state. President Mama has been invited to participate in it. Indeed, he used to participate in it in his previous guise as President of the Republic between 2013 and 2017. So as the statement rightly notes, President Mama will be at the event to ensure that Ghana's position is canvassed adequately at the conference with a view to exploring what benefits can be derived from that engagement with the Japanese government. He will also take the opportunity to meet high-ranking Japanese government officials, including the Prime Minister and other notable individuals within Japanese society, with a view to strengthening bilateral relations between both countries and further exploring areas of cooperation that would, at the end of the day, ensure rapid socio-economic development for Ghana, among other activities that will be held. Then there's the state visit to Singapore, which also seeks to deepen bilateral relations between the two countries and how it can be moved forward. There too, the president will meet with Singaporean leaders, including the Prime Minister and other notable figures in that society, to shape the relationship between the two countries going forward.
Okay. it appears we are looking east. Does it mean we are abandoning the west? And while you answer that, who are some of the persons in this delegation that the president is going with?
Well, first of all, there's myself, the Minister for Trade, Minister for Foreign Affairs, and other high-ranking government officials. Again, Ghana's position has been clear from the very period that we gained independence, and it was articulated clearly by our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, where he made it clear that we don't look east or west, we look forward. We have a non-aligned policy when it comes to international diplomacy and foreign relations, and therefore we are open to cooperation with all countries that are friendly towards us and who have a role to play in our development. And that is precisely what has guided our foreign policy up to date. So we are not abandoning any bloc. We are only seeking to strengthen relationships that exist between us and other countries whose cooperation over the years has been beneficial to us.
We have also seen a communication on social media by a member of parliament for Old Trafford, the Honorable Echo Vincent Asafo, a former deputy minister. He's saying that the president has traveled using private jets all the way to Japan and Singapore, and even did a calculation and told us how much as a state will be losing. Has that come to your attention, and what's your comment on that?
Well, clearly, the MP in question is dabbling in a mediocre attempt at propaganda. He does not have any facts. He is just wasting everybody's time with claims that are false. President Mahama has not traveled by private jet. Indeed, President Mahama traveled to Japan via Emirates. And it is something that you can check. It is not a secret or anything. So anybody who tells you otherwise is simply peddling falsehood.
The Member of Parliament has put that post up and even shared some other details, including the costs, the flight that he said departed, and all of that. You're suggesting that all these claims are not true. So he said the private jet, and he's
to be honest with you, I'm actually surprised that you're even asking me, because the fact is that when you read that statement, you see that it does not make any kind of sense at all. Yesterday, I'm sure your station covered the Thanksgiving service for Dr. Edward Omanibuama, who was buried over the weekend. You saw that as of 10 a.m., the president was at that service. He left the place sometime around midday. Yesterday's MP claims that this flight in question left at 7:30 a.m. So how did the president emerge at Dr. Omanibuama's Thanksgiving service 3 clear hours after this MP claims that the jet that he was traveling in has taken off? So it is a complete waste of everybody's time. It's a symbolic effort at propaganda, which has badly backfired. And you see, parliamentary oversight is an extremely serious activity. It is engaged in by the most meticulous and serious minds that we have in Parliament. It is not a place of anybody to get up and purport to be doing parliamentary scrutiny, only to end up wasting everybody's time with claims that have no factual basis, that do not make any kind of sense. President Mahama is not minded to waste the taxpayers' money. You recall that initially when he became president, when the presidential jet was not available, he was using the Yata jet, which he had been using in opposition, at minimal to no cost to the public. Currently, the presidential jet is not available. So he has gone for the next best alternative, which is to fly commercial. And he has done so. And as we speak, the MP has not brought any evidence that should form the basis of really an evaluation of this particular matter. It is just regrettable that sometimes people take us on a wild goose chase and waste our time on matters like this, when you can spend that precious time discussing more beneficial matters.
Could it be that maybe members of the delegation flew this private jet, the MBAEP?
Nobody has flown. Indeed, if you read the post, the MP does not even say that jet went to Germany. Went to Japan. Why would the delegation go to Japan, go to Germany? Nobody has sat on any private jet to go anywhere as part of this delegation going to Japan. The president himself has flown commercial. So why would anybody travel on a private jet as a member of this delegation? It's a completely baseless claim, which should be dismissed.
Is this government's policy that the president will not travel private jets where there are commercial flights? Is that the position, or what exactly is the position?
The president believes that whereas the security and safety of the president matters in terms of travel, all arrangements that are made must factor in the ability of the country to pay. So we go for the alternative that is safe but at the same time cost effective. And that's what the president has done.
So, but it is secure and safe for him to travel commercial.
Absolutely. If it were not, he would not be on that aircraft. It is because it is safe.
Very
and
well.
all safety requirements have been met.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
That's Felix Kwachufo. So he's Minister for Government Communication, or Minister of State in charge of Government Communication and MP. Let me speak to his colleague for Old Tafo in Parliament who actually made this claim. Honorable Vincent Ekwe-Safwa, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, sir.
This is your post on Facebook. The minister thinks you're just sending all of us on a wild goose chase. Is that what your intent was when you put it up yesterday?
Why is he holding information back then?
What information does he have to give that he has?
In 2013, he was Deputy Minister for Information. I have a copy of this statement when His Excellency President Mahama was traveling out of the country. He was very clear as to the statement that he put out, that the President was traveling with a number of people, i.e. a delegation. He went further to state the persons who were traveling with the President at the time in 2013. And this statement is on the 5th of December 2013. He also went further to even let Ghanaians know the capacity upon which these people were traveling with the President, and as to the role that they have to play when they travel with the President. What changed? So as we speak, you and I are not aware of the delegation that is traveling with the President. His own letter indicates that he is going to bring in investments to Ghana. Are you aware whether the Minister of Trade is part of this delegation or not?
Yes, I am. The minister.
Are you aware?
Hold on. So the minister hold on a second.
There's no official statement to that.
Just hold on. I just had an interview with Felix Kwachufo before you came on the line. He's told me that the Minister for Trade is on board. He's mentioned all the people who are on board. But that's really inconsequential. It has nothing to do with the private jet we were talking about.
They went by which flight?
I'm not sure the people who went on the delegation is what you question. So let's restrict ourselves to the flight you talked about. You said there was a private jet, MBAEP, left Accra this morning. That's yesterday. You've talked about the cost and talked about it going to Germany and continue to Japan and then to Singapore. What story is that?
So in which of the things that you just read was specific about anybody there? So that is why I'm saying that let me set the premise for you to understand. The premise is that I am interested with the people that the President traveled with and the President himself, not just the President. So my point is that yes, the private jet left the shores of this country yesterday morning. As to the people that were inside that private jet, I do not know. It is the minister who can tell us as to how those people traveled. Has he been able to tell you how those people traveled? Is it the case that the President is meeting the private jet somewhere and continue to other places and he probably even bring him back to Ghana? Was it an afterthought?
Are you speaking on probabilities now?
I am saying, because you see, I am not the one taking the 78 million Ghana cedis that Parliament approved for the Minister of Communication.
No. Honorable Vincent Ekwe-Safwa. The private jet.
I am not the minister.
No. Just hold on. Just hold on. Let's land this aircraft successfully. You talked about a private jet that flew out of this country.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that private jet was carrying any member of President Mahama's delegation or carrying himself or would meet him somewhere and carry him? Is that what you're saying? Because I just spoke to the minister. He has said that the president, he said the president and his team traveled via Emirates, and that
is what he is telling you.
He's just spoken about that. Now he has said
he been able to give you evidence to that effect?
I have just asked him whether perhaps members of the delegation would have flown private. He said no, that is also not correct. Now, if you are the one making the claim, and as a lawyer and a student of criminal law, you are the one making the claim now, alleging, and you would be the onus on you is to prove. Do you have any proof to suggest that private jet you mentioned, MBAEP, that left Accra yesterday, carried anybody from Jubilee House in relation in any way to the trip to Japan and Malaysia? Is there any truth in that claim of yours?
Mario, to even set the record straight, not all the time that the one making allegation will have to prove. Sometimes the burden will have to shift. So get that straight.
Yes, but that, those exceptions are on very, very few occasions when, for
absolutely.
instance...
So I'm just trying to let you know there are exceptions to that effect.
No, but not related to this matter that you're making. So in this case, the burden is on you to prove.
No, hold on. The point I'm making to you is that I have made a Facebook post that seek answers from government. It is within my rights as a member of parliament to seek answers with regards to how my president is traveling out of the country, the amount of money that it is costing the taxpayer, the people that he is going with because they are going to be paid per diem. All this information should not be hidden from us.
But you see,
so, yes,
you're not asking questions. You're making a statement. If you were asking a question, then answers would be given.
No, but you have to read my post again, because second paragraph I said if the jet proceeds to this place. Mm-hmm. The third paragraph, so I use conditional statement. That's what I'm saying, that you have to take your time and read what I wrote, because I took my time to write it.
Okay.
And I knew what I was doing.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I mean, as a journalist, when I ask questions, half of the time I have an idea what the answer is, or at least I even know what the answer is. As a lawyer, you yourself being a lawyer, if you go to cross-examine, most of the times you have an idea what the answer would be, or what the answer is before you even ask.
You can have an idea, and you can also know that.
So what is the idea that you have before you ask this question? So if you
I
came out,
with you on,
no, so you have come out to say
regard.
this. The government has said no, it is not true. Now it is your turn to produce the hard facts to prove your claim. Otherwise, you withdraw and apologize. That's the best thing to do. Huh?
I disagree with you on that. You can have an idea as to the answer that you may seek. You can also have some doubt as to how the travel actually went on. So when those doubts are there is every right that is within you to be able to seek answers from the ones who can give you the information.
Okay.
So I am suggesting to you that I do not think that the president and his delegation, all of them, went on with the Emirates flight that they are talking about. In any case, why did they hide all this information from us? Why are they now saying all these things? When their earlier posts and their earlier communications before this particular term, they were telling the people of Ghana everything. Is it the case that it is an issue of national security, as I have been told by some of their people, even on the floor of Parliament, the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Ahiafo, had cause to tell me that it's an issue of national security. My own brother, who just passed on, Dr. Omane Boama, had cause to tell me that it's an issue of national security and we should be very careful as to how we handle it. Just about 9 months ago, it wasn't an issue of national security. Okay. So I want to understand why they have to hide this information from us.
Okay. So I spoke to Honorable Felix Kwachufo not long ago. He has said to me, one, the president traveled on Emirates. Two, there was no private jet involved in their travel. These are the things he has said. Do you have any contrary facts?
As you speak, I do not have any contrary facts, but has he been able to give you any...
So if you don't have any contrary
evidence
facts,
to that fact?
If you don't have any contrary facts, it means then that you admit, or you have to admit what they have said, unless you have...
No, unless they give me an evidence, because I am saying that I have doubt.
But what other evidence? If I said to you that I'm sitting in my studio...
There should be evidence that indeed there should be
if I said to you that
have you seen the manifest?
I'm in my studio speaking to you
now. Have you seen the manifest?
But what's the need for that? I mean, they have said to
why?
You that
because the government communications minister told you that they all traveled with Emirates.
Yeah, but you have to have a reason to. There's something called reasonable doubt. I have not seen the reasonable doubt you have created for which you'll be asking for passenger manifest.
Assuming I am wrong, what stops him, the one that we are paying, from giving us those information?
But should he keep responding and following up and giving information on anybody who has any doubt that is not reasonable? If the doubt is not reasonable, why waste your time on it?
Go and check the publication that was made on the 22nd September 2022 by Eugene Ahen, responding to the Honorable Hujjatu Ablakwa, when he lied about similar matters. I am not saying I'm lying, but I'm just saying that it was correct that he lied. And in fact, the statement mentioned Hujjatu Ablakwa and called him out as to the things that he said, which was not true. So I am a member of Parliament. For Christ's sake, you have to understand that, and I have every right within I have every opportunity and I have every right to be able to ask some of these questions, especially when I have doubts.
But that doesn't include sending the whole nation on a wild goose chase, making speculations that have not been proven in any way, which speculations you can actually say are false or pure lies. Because
according to their own standard.
No, according to
their own standard.
Oh, no.
According to their own standard, because there were a number of times that they themselves did not have any evidence whatsoever.
Let's forget that history. Let's forget that history.
An official statement called them out.
No, let's deal with the instance.
But they have not been able to call me out with any evidence. They should be able to tell me that, Vincent, these people went on Emirates line. This is the manifest. This is probably their boarding ticket or what have you.
And if they
have not been able to prove
if they do that, would you apologize?
Of course, that one I will know.
But
now in any case, remember that even the statement that I put out itself did not even mention them.
Oh, okay. So
of course, we can have that conversation. But I am just saying that.
So your statement is not. So you're not relating to the president of Ghana in that your private jet matter or his team.
I was relating to the president and the delegation at the same time. But as I said, because...
You said you've not mentioned name, but you've just mentioned name now.
Because, you see, if I'm writing, I have to be very careful as to what I write. That's what I'm telling you, that I knew what I was writing. And I knew what I wanted to achieve.
Okay, so what have you achieved? What would you say you've achieved over the past 24 hours?
See, had it not been, that's my statement, would you have even known the people who traveled with the president? Assuming
if I needed it, I would have asked for it, but I wouldn't go and speculate. In fact, I don't even want you to be talking about who the president traveled, because that was in the cracks of your message. Your message was about the vehicle of transport or of travel, and you said I was a private jet. In fact, I've seen on social media some members of your party sharing photographs of the president by a propeller jet, and that has been dismissed as being the flight he went with.
Well, I cannot answer to those ones.
Yeah, so you have it. So I'm not even putting that to you. But who were on this private jet of yours that left 7 a.m. yesterday?
I have told you on countless occasions that the information that I had and the sources that I had suggested that there was something fishy. There was something fishy.
So what's the fish? Now tell us what the fish is, because now the guy has told us his eyes. So tell us what the fish is, and we can go look for it.
But you have not seen any evidence, and you think that you're okay with what he has been told, or what you have been told.
You see, the reason I'm speaking to you the way I'm speaking to you is that your colleague for Asin South a few months ago had made a similar statement relating to an aircraft coming into Ghana. And after a week or two of back and forth on the arguments, back and forth and shouting, it ended nowhere. And now what you have said, based on what the government has said, it appears that there isn't any fact in your claim until you provide it, and it appears you don't have it to share with me, at least not now. So it's almost like we are on a wild goose chase, and that becomes a problem.
You should be interested in the Emirates manifest. That is why I'm surprised. You should be interested in the manifest.
What for?
Because the government, why what for? Don't you think that you as a journalist, you should be interested in the people who are traveling with the president?
Yes, but I should have a reason to doubt what the government has said.
But I have a reason. I am telling you that.
But your reason is not grounded on anything we have seen so far. At least say to me that
Says who? I'm telling you that the information that I had
to me that
suggested that these people did not go with the president.
So say to
some of them did not go with the president.
Say to me that it is
unless
not true.
I see the manifest, I cannot believe what the minister is saying.
So forget the manifest. You come out and say to us that I have a contrary evidence. That private jet carries 12 passengers. It took person A, B, C, D. They are going through Germany. They would continue to Japan and eventually to Singapore and return to Ghana. And that all the president or the spouse
I said if. All of them I said if. Please situate it well. If the jet, not the president, if the jet proceeds. That's what I'm saying, that as we speak, I know that the president and his delegation, at least per the statement that they themselves put out, were traveling. But as to how they traveled, Omaru, you are not aware. If you are not interested, I am interested. So I am asking questions as to how they traveled, the people that they traveled with, as to whether all of them went with the commercial flight. So the minister can tell you that, yes, we travel with a commercial flight. But if you believe it, that is your issue. I will not believe it. I can only believe it when I have seen the commercial air flight manifest. Without the manifest, I cannot believe what the minister is saying because I have my suspicions.
Okay. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, my brother.
That's Honorable Vincent Ekwe-Safwa. He's Member of Parliament for Old Tafo, former Deputy Minister. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, go me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change. Powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. There was an incident at the Accra Regional Hospital, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, also known as Reach Hospital, the emergency department, over the weekend. The gentleman went there apparently with someone who was not well, or he himself also having a cut on his hand. And there was a lot of, there were some 50 people or so, or about 50 people who had gone there with him. Okay, not 50, but dozens of people who were there with him, apparently in support of him. And he was videoing everything that happened, about 19 minutes or so, the video that I saw on social media. The Ministry of Health has issued a statement on that, and it says that its staff were harassed and assaulted when these gentlemen arrived at the Reach Hospital. Let's speak to the Deputy Director and Spokesperson at the Ministry of Health, Tony Goodman. Do I have him on the line? Okay, I do not have him on the line. So while we do that, I'm going to fetch for you the video briefly and play that video for you. The video relating to that incident at the Reach Hospital, which I have cited on social media earlier today, which apparently happened yesterday. Now, that video was done by a gentleman known on Facebook as Ralph the Fellow Ghanaian. Let me play excerpts of the video for you.
No, I mean, this is not needed. This is not needed. Let's just do the right thing. Somebody should just be inactive. Somebody should call somebody. Somebody should come and attend to somebody. That's it. That is all we are asking for. There should be any sense of agency, please. Mate. No, but you see, in as much as anyway, into right? It hurts. You understand? What do you mean by higher Ghana? There's a Ghana there, or be to me and nothing happens. I came here, media way your minor. yes, in Kofu play emergency, let's attend to them. Or the whole coach guy, no point apple. So I want to do the same thing. You need which was a higher Ghana. What do you mean, higher Ghana? That sadly, when you are when only pop the house also be sabia, but professionally you try to calm them down and you go and attend to the person. Let me calm down. They're going to work on it. Calm down. Oh dear, you see, somebody should be around him. I don't know. So as I say, they didn't really understood. What is happening? No, but no way. See, the person called off right now. Charlie. See. Charlie, Ridge Hospital. This is happening in Ridge Hospital. I don't know.
So that's a video posted by a gentleman. It's a 19-minute, 40-second video. A gentleman posted it on Facebook. Ralph the fellow Ghana. In fact, it was a live Facebook video, which means he was videoing live while he was there in the emergency center, and he was engaging patients who were there and also engaging the staff of the hospital. The Ministry of Health has taken serious exception to what happened. Tony Goodman is Deputy Director and Spokesperson of the Ministry of Health. He's joined us on the line. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir. Hello? Mr. Goodman, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear my brother.
Great. We've seen that you've taken the statement, you've issued a statement. You are saying that some of your staff were assaulted. Can you tell us how this videoing happened? What do you know so far based on your preliminary investigations?
My line is a bit faint, but if I heard it correctly, you want to know what actually happened at Ridge Hospital?
Yes, please.
We saw some video on our social media platforms, actually, a guy with other persons in the facility, creating a scene all over. So this morning, the Honorable Minister visited the place. One was in bandage, rotation was in bandage, and then the information we got was there was this gentleman called Ralph who sent a patient. This patient was being taken care of, and then he didn't understand the protocols of the facility and thought that the right thing wasn't done. And then some of his colleagues entered the emergency area with their cameras and assaulted staff. We believe that no matter what, we don't want to see such a scene in the hospital. If you have issue, we find a way of addressing it. So the minister has quickly condemned the attack and has asked that some investigation should be conducted into the matter. One, regarding the delay. Two, the assault and all other security measures that was actually put in place, because it is wrong. There are other staff who were on duty. There are patients who were in there whose privacy was breached at the time. So we are looking at this issue and we don't want it to reoccur. For that matter, we have asked the security agencies to quickly move into this matter and deal with it.
In as much as the actions of the gentleman has been condemned, there are also many people who say that no, he is right in what he said, because people come to emergency centers and instead of receiving emergency care, they end up receiving delayed care. And when he put the camera on some of the patients who were there, they actually corroborated the claim he was making. And this could actually even be affirmed further by the recent surprise visit we've seen the health minister embark on, where he goes to the hospital OPDs and he meets people there and he gives orders for them to have expedited services. It is a problem that has to be dealt with despite the approach that was used. Don't you agree?
Well, if we decide to take the law into our own hands, go to a hospital, if you are not being given the best care or whatever we see that we decide to assault, workers. It means that we are going to see a lot of this in our hospitals. What we are saying is that the attack was wrong. Whatever it is, we could have done this in circumspect. We could have exercised some restraint without exposing other staff who were there, without beating people up, without taking the laws into our own hands. You taking cameras. One of the workers who we met who was actually assaulted narrated a very horrifying story. The way he was assaulted, she was at work from morning to 8 p.m. because weekends. The peculiar nature of Greater Accra Health Hospital, you have that particular incident. People just referring to the center, and they don't want to turn people away regardless of that situation. So they prefer to take care of them. Unfortunately, if we decide to just enter that place and assault people for no reason or whatever reason, we believe it's not the best. So we are condemning the attack and then go into the situation of the allegation regarding the delay, another issue that actually took place over the weekend.
You invited the police money to clear the place, but are you going to request for an arrest, some further investigation that will lead to an arrest, or how does this end?
We don't have that power. We have only reported this case. We've asked the persons who were actually assaulted to report themselves to the police. Whatever action, procedure there is, the police will take it up from there.
Very well. But would you also learn lessons from this, and perhaps generally in all our health centers, you would work at expedited service, especially in emergency departments, because the story appears to be a story that many people agree with?
Umaru, you will recall that the minister went to Achimota of Anko, and it was one of the reasons that actually took the minister there for us to see how best we can speed up processes anytime we visit the hospital, which means that, yes, we have taken up action. We are ready to actually work in resolving that issue. So as we are resolving, we want the citizenry to support us to do that and not to go to the facilities and start beating people up. We have actually taken notice of this situation and we are addressing it, as you may be aware.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, my brother.
That is a Deputy Director and Spokesperson of the Ministry of Health, Tony Goodman. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We'll be back with more. Please stay.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mr. Insurance claim no.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
No. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying research to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Wunsaka.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025, a celebration of excellence in locally made goods and services. This year's exhibition brings together the very best that Ghana has to offer, from timeless traditional crafts to cutting-edge innovations. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 87.3 Citi FM, this is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. Join us in championing Ghanaian talent, creativity, and authenticity. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205-973-973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Build Financial Technologies, and Twillium Industrial Company.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is still Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's do some other stories now. The Ghana Tourism Authority has closed several hospitality facilities in Kaswa for operating without proper licenses and failing to meet regulatory standards. The affected facilities are located in central Kaswa and Ofanko in the Utusenya East Municipality, as well as Kakraba and Nyinyano in the Gumwa East District. The closures form part of a nationwide effort to enforce compliance with the registration and licensing of food, Beverage and Entertainment Enterprises 2016 LI 2238. Deputy Director of the authority's Accra Regional Office, Shine Delagonu, told Citi News that most of the facilities fail to meet basic operating standards.
This is Abahu Guest House, located at the Aswa. It's illegal unit, meaning it doesn't have the Ghana Tourism Authority license to operate. It's not registered with the authority and has been operating for all this while. So as part of this national exercise to clamp down on illegally operating hospitality facilities, we are here. We've asked from the operator to find out if he has our license. He has confirmed that he's not having it. And for that matter, we are closing it down. This closure is part of the nationwide exercise that is going on by the Ghana Tourism Authority. By the laws of Ghana, before you operate a restaurant, a travel and tour, a hotel, a guest house, a hostel, a charter flight, you must have the Ghana Tourism Authority license. The issue about the standards of the facilities lies within the supervision of the Ghana Tourism Authority.
He added that the facilities will be reopened only after their owners take steps to regularize their operations and meet the required standards. He cautioned, however, that reopening the businesses without authorization would amount to a criminal offense punishable by law.
Most of these units are operating without the necessary security measures and other things in place. So if we allow them to operate, then it means that, our tourism has gone way haywire. And you know, Kaswa per se is a den, more of a den for criminals and other people. That's why we are very much concerned about making sure, and you yourself, you will testify that some of the units we visited doesn't even merit to be a guest house. But here we are, they are operating under the cover. Now that we have enforced closure, you are supposed to pay a penalty.
What if they fail to show up and then yet go ahead and then operate their businesses?
We will prosecute them. If those that we have enforced closure, should they fail, then we will have no option than to take them through the law. We'll prosecute them. We'll make sure that they are arrested and then prosecuted. That is the ultimate.
You are the Deputy Director of the Accra West Regional Directorate of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Shine Delagonu.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Melody Fafa. But to further details now. The Securities and Exchange Commission has confirmed the arrest of 4 individuals, 3 Rwandan nationals and a Ghanaian, for allegedly orchestrating fraudulent investment schemes in the northern region. According to the Commission, the arrest follow extensive investigations and form part of broader efforts to protect investors and reinforce confidence in Ghana's capital market. Deputy Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mensa Thompson, speaking at an engagement with the Ghana Journalists Association, emphasized that the Commission will not compromise on measures to shield the public from financial harm.
We've sent our investigators to the northern region. They have arrested some people and handed them over to the police. But we believe that this is a very huge fight that the Commission cannot take up alone. And so we have to engage you, our key partners, to assist us sanitize investment space and protect Ghanaians. Ghana has just come out of a debt exchange program which took a lot of confidence away from the capital market. Fortunately for us, through prudent economic management and the stability of the macroeconomic indicators, we've seen confidence bouncing back in the capital market. We've seen an upward trajectory in most of our key portfolios, and it has become very necessary for us to protect these gains that we are making in these areas. But most importantly, to protect Ghanaians.
That was the Deputy Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mensa Thompson. Away from that, Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks, John Ewa, expects falling lending rates to ease repayment pressures and cut high loan default. He notes that the drop in the Ghana reference rate to 19.67% in August from 29.72% in January, along with the policy rate cut to 25%, should boost credit growth and reduce non-performing loans. His remarks follow the BOG's call for banks to shift from government securities to more productive investment that can support Ghana's fragile recovery.
Banks have always been ready, with default rate where they are. You can be as ready as you like, but if you are confronted with 22% non-performing loan ratio, you will also be careful. You are playing with depositors' money, and you don't want to be throwing money out there when the expectation of recovery is that low. So we are calling on all the key players who are, more or less, their decision-making or the lack of it affect banks' ability to recover from distressed accounts. They should all be watching the space because banks want to lend, but if the environment doesn't foster lending, in a bid to protect depositors' funds, we will be very careful. We hold the view that higher lending rates also contribute to higher default rates because then the facility becomes unaffordable. So if the rate comes down and the lending rate follows in tandem, then the propensity to perform on the loan will be enhanced. And that's what we are all looking up for. So we are watching the space, and banks are in the business of intermediation. So the day we stop lending, the day we stop banking.
John Ewa is CEO of the Ghana Association of Banks. The Ghana Gold Board has moved to embark on a nationwide crackdown on the non-issuance of receipts in gold transactions. The regulator says licensed buyers who fail to issue mandatory gold board receipts risk heavy sanctions, including suspension or outright revocation of licenses. My colleague Daniel Sakite has the rest of the story.
The Ghana Gold Board, in a statement, said the use of gold board receipts is compulsory for all gold transactions involving licensed aggregators, self-financed aggregators, as well as Tier 1 and Tier 2 buyers. It described the measure as a critical safeguard for validating trade and ensuring transparency in the sector. To drive compliance, the Gold Board Task Force and field inspectors have been deployed nationwide to monitor transactions. Licensed buyers are required to make their receipts booklets available for inspection and cooperate with the enforcement teams. The regulator further urged small-scale miners and gold traders to demand gold board receipts for every purchase, emphasizing that non-issuance constitutes a serious offense that could attract sanctions, including suspension or withdrawal of trading license.
You are Citi Business News' Daniel Sakite with that report. In other news, liquidity on the Ghana Commodity Exchange surged in 2024, with trade turnover crossing 24 million Ghana cedis on the back of strong maize and soybean contract. According to the 2024 Financial Stability Review, the value of trades jumped 115% to 24.23 million Ghana cedis compared to 11.29 million Ghana cedis in 2023. There's more in the following report.
By commodity, maize accounted for the bulk of activity, with volumes almost doubling to 4,604 metric tons. Soybeans delivered the sharpest gains, up by 190% to 512 metric tons, driven by rising demand from processors and export markets. Price movement tracked demand fundamentals. Maize price rose by 34% to hit 4,396 cedis per ton, while soybeans more than doubled to 8,311 cedis on the back of strong export appetite and higher input costs. Prices of sorghum and rice were stable, pointing to balanced supply and demand. On infrastructure side, the Ghana Commodity Exchange Market expanded its warehousing network from 8 to 9 facilities, increasing storage capacities by 9% to 6,000 metric tons. The warehouses spread across Ashanti, Bono, Northern, Upper East and Upper West regions and are expected to improve access for farmers and traders while easing liquidity pressures. In total, 4,898 contracts were executed, representing 122% increase.
Emmanuel Opon with that business desk report. As Ghana continues to lose skilled workers to migration, economic analysts are proposing stronger investment in agro-processing and industrialization to create higher paying jobs and retain the country's workforce. The World Bank notes that real wages slipped by 3% over the past decade, with many workers trapped in low productivity and insecure jobs despite overall economic growth. Economist Professor Patrick Esuming tells Citi Business News that without a clear strategy to expand value-added industries, Ghana risks deepening its labor and productivity crisis.
When wages are not growing in an era of high inflation, you know that it's going to erode real wages. If you look at the migration outward migration we are seeing, you see it's a lot of professionals who ordinarily earn more than the average person. Then there's a broader, younger group of maybe educated people who are just not finding enough opportunities. So perhaps you need to think about growth that creates more jobs. And I think much of that will come when we do more agro-processing and manufacturing, because that is where productivity tends to be high, and the quality of jobs that you create in that sector, they are generally good enough.
You heard an economist, Professor Patrick Esuming. And that's all for Citi Business News. On Eyewitness News, I am Melody Fafa. Gotufe up next is Point Blank.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Gugomi, and what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. sugar. And what they boss my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go-go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Hello and welcome to Point Blank on Eyewitness News. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu. Tonight on Point Blank, we are going to Parliament. You know, every now and then we have a conversation with new members of Parliament to talk about their constituencies. Tonight, we are focusing on a constituency in the Eastern region, very close to former President Akufo-Addo's hometown. In fact, his land. One of the Achim constituencies. Perhaps the only Achim constituency that has been green for a long time. The constituency is Upper West Achim. The MP is the NDC Member of Parliament, Emmanuel Dra. He's my guest. You're welcome to Pamela.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Very fine.
Everything good?
Everything good, my brother.
I like how you are smiling. You look very happy.
Yes.
What's the secret?
Oh, just that, like I said, everything is okay. Not all that okay because of what we've experienced for the past 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. The trauma some of us have gone through, mm-hmm. but thank God we've been able to find a resting place for them. Yeah. And so the week has started, and we need to start on a fresh note.
Mm-hmm. Is the house on recess?
Yes, we are.
You're on recess?
Yes.
Talk to me about your constituency first. Upper West Achim. Where is that?
Upper West Achim is in the Eastern region. We are not far from Accra.
Okay.
I must say, had it not been the rough nature of the Pokwase Amasama in some stretch, it will take you like an hour to get to Upper West Achim as we speak now. But because of the rough nature, it will take you like an hour and a half to get to Upper West Achim.
If I were going to your constituency, I'll take the Suhum Road.
Suhum, you get to Nsawam and then you branch on your left.
Okay.
Then you hit Adeso Asamankese Highway straight to Odan Kedebodua Akwetia. But Adeso is first from Nsawam.
So your capital is Adeso?
Adeso.
Oh, okay. Which other towns are in your constituency?
We have Sioko, we have Mipum, we have Eskesu, we have Kwesinyakon, we have Esiaba. In fact, the gateway is Kwesinyakon if you move from Accra.
Right, so it's a rural constituency?
A bit rural.
So Upper West Achim, which means that there will be a Lower West Achim as well?
There is. Lower West Achim is Asamankese.
Oh, okay. So that's to the southern part of
the southern part.
Region. And then you are to the northern part.
To the northern part, exactly.
But you share borders with
Lower West Achim, Ayensuano, Nsaumadrejiri, Ubum Domiabra, Ewutu, Bojase, and then a small portion entering Asene across.
It looks like a very wide constituency in terms of landmass.
Yes, geographically it is wide.
Populated? Very populated?
Yes, we are over 100,000 as I speak.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I see. And it has always been NDC?
It has always been NDC since 1992, but we lost it to the MPP in 2020, and we've gone back for it.
And you have always been winning like huge margins?
Yes, we've been winning with huge margin. You know, started from 1992. I don't remember the statistics now, but the margins are good. But I must say, so far, I have won with the highest margin. I have set the records.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In 2024?
2024.
So you lost it in 2020?
2020, we lost with a little bit over 1,600 or something.
And you have come to save the seat? Or
with
rescue
7,000.
Rescue the seat for the NDC?
Yes, with 7,000.
And it's your first time?
My first time.
But it's Achim land?
It's purely Achim, but we have Ewes there, we have Gans, we have Hausas, Kodogolese, Ekwapims, and then the Achims are not many.
Oh, okay. So that's why you are winning. Otherwise,
well, no.
Would have gone for Akufo-Addo.
It depends on the good work we've done.
And you won the presidential as well?
Yes, we won the presidential with over 10,000 votes.
Wow.
Close to 10,000.
So in total, how many votes did you get? Do you remember?
I got 22,000 plus, and then my opponent had 15,000 plus.
Which means that the voter population is not huge, or the turnout was low.
Oh, the voter population. Yeah, I think it was the turnout because
you said 100,000 people.
The voter population is over 64,000. Yes, but eventually we had a little below 40,000 turning out on the day of the election. Yes.
What's the word? Is your constituency a district as well, or you are one constituency out of a district?
That's a very good question, my brother. It's one of the districts that was established by ex-president Professor Tamils in 2011 thereabout. Upper West Achim District Assembly.
Just like the constituency.
Yes.
Just so like one district, one constituency.
Yes.
But why are you lamenting? Why did you say, "Ow"?
Yes, we've not been getting what we want as a district.
What do you want? You want a district. You've been given.
There are some basic things that we need as a district, but I'm currently working on them.
Like what?
We don't have a district office for ECG. We don't have Ghana Commercial. You know, Ghana Commercial Bank, they are in every district.
You don't have?
ADB. We don't have. Yes.
By our private banks?
No, we don't have any of the commercial banks operating in Upper West Achim.
So in Adeso, there's no bank?
We don't have. So we have to go to Asamankesi or in Sawam, any of these two. Likewise, ECG services. We have to go to Asamankesi and in Sawam. And so these are some of the basic things I am working on to get them established as soon as possible.
What about water? Ghana Water Company?
Ghana Water is not there.
Yes,
we are on community water, which is not enough for us because look at the population, 120,000.
And you are a district?
We are a district.
You have a district hospital?
No, health center.
You don't have a district hospital?
We don't have a district hospital.
You have chiefs compounds?
Yes, for chiefs compound we have.
And you have clinics?
We have, it is only the one health center we are operating as a clinic. The rest are...
What's it called?
Adeso Health Center.
That's it? Inside Adeso?
In Adeso.
So if you are in the other peripheral communities in the...
Chief compound. Even those ones, there are only few.
What about private clinics or hospitals?
Private clinic? I think I hear about only one.
No big private hospital?
Not big, I mean.
Why did that mean your people don't go to hospital?
They go to hospital, but we don't have the facility. That's the challenge we have.
It's a rural constituency.
No, Adeso is growing. You know, Adeso is not far from Accra.
Yeah, but I mean, generally outside Adeso, the rest is rural.
The rest are rural, mostly farming communities.
What kind of things do your people farm?
Let me say 60 to 70% are cocoa farmers.
Cocoa?
Yes.
You have cocoa?
It's a large cocoa growing community.
Sure.
The rest are cassava, maize, and then others. And our cocoa roads are very bad.
If you even have cocoa roads.
We didn't even benefit from the last cocoa roads that were done by Ghana Cocoa.
So if I'm going to Oda, I'll go through your place.
Go through Adeso, you get to Asamankesi, you branch left.
So the Adeso and Samankesi road, that is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was done by General Consortium some years back. But as we speak now, it has developed a lot of potholes.
But what about inner district roads? How are they?
Very bad.
Do you have tarred inner roads?
In Adeso we have.
No, not in Adeso, in the district generally.
No.
So
all the other feeder roads are in bad
So they are
condition.
gravel, they are not tarred?
No, they are not tarred, they are gravel.
But do you have a highway office in your district? Or
we don't have.
Do you even have a district assembly office?
Yes.
You have a district assembly?
For that one we have.
So it has NHIS, all those people in there?
Yes, we have them. NADMO, I mean all those guys at the assembly, we have them there.
Do you have a river in your district?
River Adeso is there.
It's big?
Quite big.
So people do fishing?
No, we don't do fishing.
Transportation?
Recently, I tried to speak to the Fisheries Commission to kind of support us to also contribute our bit to the.
But it's not used for transportation?
No.
Are you close to Afram Place?
Far away from Afram Place.
You're far from Afram
Yes.
Place. So your problems in the agriculture sector, when your people do the cocoa, then they sell it to cocoa board. They are fine with that one. How about the cassava? What happens to it?
Cassava, I must say, is another major area that people try to farm on, because if you talk about gari, it's about adesso.
You produce a lot of gari?
A lot of gari.
Please bring me a sack next week.
Okay. That's what my mother used to do till she she passed away recently.
Gali.
I see. It's a major gari processing community, and the women are into that. I've even started supporting them in terms of the structure and some other things, and I promised them to get them the machines from China so that the production process can be a bit.
Do you have farms yourself?
Yes.
What do you farm?
Cassava now.
You do cassava?
Yes, and maize.
What's your profession?
I am an accountant.
Okay.
Yes. Before entering into politics, I've been an accountant for the past 12 years. I work with some international donor-funded organizations like the USAID, Global Fund. Yes, I've worked with them as a sub-grant recipient organization with ProLink. Later, I went into petroleum.
Okay.
Yes, I have done masters in petroleum financing and economics.
Have you always been political, or you joined recently?
I joined recently.
Why did you join politics?
Oh, I saw the need to help Upper West Achim. Yes, where I come from, because that is where I had my primary school, my JHS, SHS, and my national service.
So it's not necessarily your hometown?
That's where I come from. That's where I was born.
Okay, but you are Ewe?
Yes.
Are there many Ewes in your constituency?
There are a lot of Ewes. I must say the Ewes can be around 50-55% of the total population. Yes.
Even though it's not an Ewe town necessarily?
It's purely an Achim land.
And you came to settle?
Yes. My father was in that place way back before independence, 1955. That's what he told me.
You know, I understand when I meet Ewes in Upper Manya because of the Volta River.
Yes.
But you don't have a river there.
We don't
and
have
usually
a river.
Ewes would follow the Volta River.
It's just farming that brought them there. And most of the Hausas and the Godogolis are also.
Do you have my people there?
Settlers.
Do you have my people there?
Yes.
Do you know who my people are? Who are they?
Oh, yeah, not necessarily.
No. No. Do you have Fulani people there?
Yes.
Cattle?
Yes, they are in Eskesu.
Okay.
Yes, that we have the Fulani chief.
Herding cattle?
Yes.
I see.
And they all love us. They work for NDC.
Hey.
The Fulani community, yes.
So will you reward them?
A lot.
Do you know what they want? Have they told you what they want?
Yeah, the chief spoke with me last week.
So you know what they want?
At least for a start, they need a borehole.
Okay.
Which I am preparing to do
in the
for
area.
them. Yes.
So you don't have water that you have to get boreholes and things?
Yes, we don't have Ghana water. And the community water is not enough for the population. As we speak now, we need to get Ghana water. But there are a lot of factories that are getting settled in Upper West Achim.
Are you a Tong or you're Anglo?
My father is from Akachi.
Okay, so Anglo.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking that maybe it's my Tong people who are there. I see. Let's talk about health infrastructure. So you say that you only have a health center. How do you think that can be fixed?
You know, way back in 2021, there about when we heard about the Agenda 111 program, we were all happy because we thought it's something that is going to work out. But I must say that it's been a total failure.
Did they start anything at all?
They started something. They dug a very big hole, bigger than what we see in.
No, don't say that. That hole there is legendary. Nobody can dig a hole bigger than that.
Master, if you come and see the hole that we have.
Oh, no.
Others will be our road.
That's the areas. Others will be our.
Yes, that is the land that was earmarked for the project.
For the hospital?
Yes.
For the Agenda 111 hospital?
For the Agenda 111.
So they've not done footing?
No. You can only see a very big hole. As we speak now.
No concrete inside?
No concrete, nothing. The whole area, you can't even get closer to the area now as we speak.
Are you sure it's not Galamsey hole you are seeing?
No. That is where the project was sited. And we're all happy that we are going to have a district hospital. But as we speak now, it has been a total failure. The people of Upper West Achim are highly disappointed.
So nothing has happened to it?
Nothing has happened to it. We hear they've paid over $2 million on that hole they dug at Adeso to start with. I don't know whether I haven't seen the engineering design myself, but it seems they wanted to do underground something, but
maybe underground car park.
Well, I don't know. We have land. Why would you go and do underground car park over there? We have vast land. Adeso from Mamide Day to Isasu, where we end with or we share boundary with Asene across, so it's about 1.5 hours drive.
So
you'll
there's
be driving through the Kukua.
There's enough land to park
vast land.
So it doesn't make sense to you buy 7 months into your government, or 8 months, or is it 9 months? What have you done about it?
For
it's not it's your
that
project
particular project?
Yes.
Well, I haven't heard anything about how that project is going.
No, you shouldn't hear. You should go and lobby to have it continued, because
the Agenda 111 it's a package on its own. But as we speak now, the best I want to do now, it's a mega project anyway. I don't know how it is going to be funded as we
But
speak.
you have to know. Now you represent the people.
But yes, I am working on other things that could benefit us quickly. That can take us like 6 months to do.
But why would you
cheap compounds will help us.
But what would you go and do? You need a district hospital, because you understand that the name and title of the hospital gives it some
yes.
qualifications.
You know, I have started with 3 basic things. Like I mentioned ECG, I mentioned commercial, at least we should have 1 commercial bank, and then the district hospital. But I don't know about how are we going to incorporate that into the Agenda 111. In the
so you just want to
nothing has been done.
So you don't want to go and stress yourself?
Yes, if today, if we have funding for a district hospital, I don't think I will advise that we continue from there. No.
So we should leave the whole like that?
The whole, you see, if you look at the nature of how the whole is created, and there will be a lot of work to be done. I don't know what informed the stakeholders to cite that particular place.
Has it gathered
It can
water?
be done close or somewhere around strategically.
Has it collected water?
A lot of water in that.
So you have a dam now?
Very big dam.
So it means you have 1 village, 1 dam. You didn't get one.
That would be difficult to operate.
No, you let the cows go and drink inside. You connect pipes and do irrigation. Don't you need irrigation services?
We need, but as we speak now, after the rainy season, that thing will dry up.
It will dry up.
Yes.
But to have mosquitoes for you in the meantime.
A lot. So we need to support the people of Obinyao.
Baba now.
Yes, that is where I am. My father settled first before coming to Adeso.
Let's talk about education. Do you have a secondary school?
2 senior high schools.
In Adeso?
In Adeso. My former school, Adeso Presby Senior High, then Adesec.
At the secondary school, which
yes.
is the government owned.
Then the Presby, yes.
owned, and okay.
And then Nyanwa, Kwaba Nyanwa Senior High.
It's private, or it's also government.
It's also
so
government.
then it means you have enough on education.
Yes, recently Kwaba Nyanwa cried yes, E-block now, JDM Dubai. That is where it was cited.
Why speaking tree?
I love speaking. I want my people to hear. Not that they don't understand English, you know, but we are used to the tree when we get to the constituency.
I like how you switch effortlessly. That's why I'm. Don't worry. Before we leave, I'll let you speak. Which languages are spoken there?
Tree. The Gans, they are not many.
Okay.
But Tree and Hausa.
You speak all of these?
Hausa not fluently.
What can you say? Say something. Say that, hello, people of Upper West Achim. This is your MP. Say it in Hausa. Let me see.
Let's leave that one when we are about to close.
But they don't have Dangbe people there.
Dangbe, they are only few.
So you don't speak that.
Even that, because they are close, the Dangbes are close to Chichirure.
Okay.
So most of them, their vote go to Obum Domiabra.
So you don't worry yourself learning that language.
No.
It's just ever in the tree. Yes. I'll let you speak down before we go. The education bit, the primary or basic education, how good is it? From the days we moved from schools under trees to having schools, how good are your school buildings?
For infrastructure, we are behind.
Okay.
Yes, we need to do a lot on infrastructure. But I must say the guys are doing very well. My own school, my own former school, Adeso Presby Senior High. I mean, they are able to perform very well in terms of the WASI. And then, as we speak now, I think one of the private schools in town, Success, yes, we have some of their product at Presec Senior High. Okay. I think they will be doing the quiz, very soon. And so they are doing very well. And you remember there was this guy that did so well in one of, if not 2017, thereabout, and the president gave him a scholarship to study abroad.
He's from your place?
From my place. He's from
Let's talk about mining. Do you have gold in your land?
We have, but we don't mine.
Why?
Oh, no. We don't want to go into this Galamsey thing.
So there's no mining happening in your town?
No, not at all.
The whole district?
The whole district.
You don't even have a big mining company operating?
Not even Galamsey.
Are you sure?
Yes, but we have a lot of mineral deposits.
So if I come, I won't see excavators digging?
We don't even have.
How do you manage to get that? Because in the areas that is happening, it's not as if someone sanctioned it. People just
we don't follow that. We don't allow people to just jump into the constituency and do anything. Already we have two big rivers. I made mention of River Adeso,
yes,
which is the stream is close to Adeso, the district capital. Then the other one, which is River Ayensu, moving from Ayensuano
comes
down to Esioko, runs through Kwaban, Krudia, Nyanoa, down there. That one there, it is totally off by Galamsey activities.
Is it because the chief of your area gave, who is your paramount chief?
As we speak now, it has not come to public domain, but it is alleged that he is no more.
But wait, are you not under Osajifo? I'm waiting for opinion. You are not under Ochini.
We are under Ochini.
So that's overall overlord.
Yes, we are under Ochini.
So what I'm asking is that is it that there's a traditional authority directive that there's not going to be any mining here, or
I haven't seen that yet, but it's like the people of Adesu are not actually into those kind of activities, even though the guys are looking for something to do. But as we speak now, all our lands are intact in terms of mining. For mining, no, but not that we don't have the deposit. We have.
So find somebody to come and mine properly.
Oh yes, as we speak now, I am sure people have started showing interest, and then we will want it to go through the proper channel.
What committees are you on in Parliament?
Works and housing.
Only?
Economy and development.
You have a background in economy?
Yes, I did.
So in the next 4 years, in 30 seconds, by the time you finish your first term, what would you want to be remembered for as MP, both in Parliament and in your constituency? What would you want people to say, oh, he came and this is what he did, Honorable Dra?
Well, as it is said, when you get to Parliament, it is difficult for you to be recognized as a first-timer. And so your constituents, they don't see you on the screen, they don't hear anything about you, what you do in Parliament. But for me, I must say that I have done a lot in terms of contributing on the floor.
You have been speaking?
A lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. They call you.
I tried. Anytime I get up, I catch the speaker's eye.
You actually look like a deputy, the deputy speaker. You look like.
Has
anyone told you?
No. And so I have been doing that. There are a lot of contributions I have made on the floor, and there are a lot of things that the people of Upper West Action want to hear from me on the floor. Their problems, addressing them on the floor. So you
lay that on the floor?
A lot.
And in the constituency too, you would fix the issue of education, the health, ECG,
and all those ones. And even education is also paramount. As we speak now, tomorrow I'll be going to the constituency, have an arrangement to support some tertiary education students. I have a list of about 30 of them who will be benefiting from my educational.
Well, you have MP scholarship?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
On my own.
On your own?
Yes. That's and tomorrow is the first time I'm starting with the first 30.
But you have not been given positions, so where are you getting your money from?
The salary.
But that salary is small. And it's not coming. It has not started coming yet.
It has started. They started paying us from January.
Oh, they started paying you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's nice.
And so I've been saving something small. And then we've gotten part of the common fund. Yes, has also come. So I've structured it in.
Speak to your constituencies 7 months into office, in 30 seconds each, in maybe 3 never.
Okay.
Assuring them that you have come and you will deliver.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
So that in December 2028, we'll play it for the people.
Yes, okay. You and Yanone Adofonoma, more Upper West Achim, Honorable Drani Musumfo, and Yamiadoma Babi P. Citi, Mifan is a media house, Citi FM, or if the KCA so. Now, 1 more percent more time, Kase.
Wait, before you continue, do you have a radio station address?
We have True FM.
True FM. Okay.
Yes.
Tell them to start carrying Eyewitness News.
Okay. True FM. I the CEO was my contender in the primaries.
Tell him that he should forget the content and carry Eyewitness News.
I carry Eyewitness News. Okay, I'll do that. And so I think the American is my baby Piha and you know, Mama Mia Queen and say, men can be beaming bonnet tofa and Famamona. The American is the Intiamoto Abama is a member Rashebi Jumu. Ayam Puntu Juma. I made the Upper West Achim. Na mwamu who say menda ewo ho migusu a meye nhyehyey nti enche say I sha sia yede common fund eba ene kakra me nso menya no me ne me DC ye beka ye ho abom na imputu juma ese ne fata say yede ba na nanom nso ye sha mo bobium say every development that we do we will include them in
okay aka awona for
ayo Madu fianyi ne miatofwe o le Upper West Achim fianyi ya makajibe mokpokpore mu va gara Citi FM fianyi ya ikebe wo na mokpokpo ngbe na madogba na mi na madangba video na mi be na muita mi dakona ma cover Parliament House la machi magbo. We are 8 months into the journey and nusiano eji soga fiyo kata mi mokpova thank you tono hado ava dak banami wa 50 mil recess una mi mokpopon vidata in the next coming weeks la mi ava dak banami na vi mi kwa mi ava a discuss klemilo.
Yo akpa honorable Imano Dra, member of parliament. How do you say member of parliament in ever?
MP komi blona.
Okay. Honorable Imano Dra, MP ekel Upper West Achim. Thank you so much. That's Honorable Imano Dra, MP for Upper West Achim. He was my guest on Point Blank tonight. I am Omar Sandamado. I did this earlier with Fafa Melody Portofel. Production by Beverly London, Kobna Wilson, Manuel Ayama, and Juliana Odami Asari. The technical support from Daniel Squashi and new media support from Emmanuel Usu and the team. We'll be back tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Thank you for listening and have a good night.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.